Hello everyone, welcome back into another episode of Matt Sports Talk. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about my official NAIA National Championship bracket, giving you an updated view regarding that. And of course, I'll also be doing this tomorrow. And I mentioned in my last video, I'd be doing a recap video tomorrow about the National Championship game, since Indiana Wesleyan, the only Crossroads League school left, is in that championship game. So again, I'll be doing that tomorrow and giving you a final show. I'll show you my final official tournament bracket once the title game is complete, to show you my record and how well I did this year. So looking at the records here, I mentioned my Sweet 16 and Elite 8 round the other day. So in the Final Four round, you can see I did correctly predict Briarcliff and IWU in that Final Four game. Now, what's really interesting, and again, about this, and this is why I think it's interesting, is that I accurately predicted exactly right the margin of victory for IWU last night. When I filled out my bracket a couple of weeks ago, I predicted in the Final Four round, IWU would win by 1 point. And then when I woke up this morning and saw the results of the game, I'm like, oh my gosh, I accurately predicted the exact final scoring margin, 1 point Wildcat victory. That's just absolutely amazing. And you probably don't know how hard it is to accurately predict score. Now, I did not mention what the final score would be, obviously, but just being able to accurately predict exactly right the final score of the game, that is extremely hard to do, and is very rare. So that is just awesome that I accurately predicted that the final score margin for IWU. And you can see there that on the other side of the bracket, I did have Southern Oregon advancing to play Dordt in the Final Four. It was Bethel of Tennessee, and I saw this morning Dordt ran Bethel of Tennessee out the gym, won, I believe, by 31 points. So really no surprise there. And you can see I accurately predicted the two teams in the championship game, and my brother actually did that as well. He also accurately predicted Dordt and IWU meeting up in the national championship game. And now I do have IWU winning the game tonight. Now, if you've been with me this whole time, when I started filling out my bracket, I'm pretty sure I said in the championship game, IWU by 2 points or less. So it was either 2 or 3, but I believe I said 2 points. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that video, but I'm pretty sure I said either 3 points or less. So that's what I'm gonna say, that it is going to be IWU 3 points or less against Dordt. IWU winning the national championship tonight for the first time since 2012/13, when they also won the championship game by 18 points against then number 6 in the country, Davenport University. And what's also interesting about what IWU did last night, winning by 1 point in the Final Four round, was in 2012/13, the last time they won it all, they defeated number 1 in the country, Morningside, in the Final Four round. They defeated them by 1 point, believe it or not. So for them to defeat Morningside by 1 point, and then defeat Briarcliff this time around by 1 point, that's just absolutely amazing. And maybe that's an indication of how the championship game will go tonight. Now, I don't think they're going to beat Dordt by 18 points, but again, I think it's going to be 3 points or less, and I obviously am going to take Dordt to cover the points, especially as tough as Dordt has been, and they are just so talented. And you look at their roster, you see their roster size, especially their forwards, but also their point guards and their shooting guards are also really tough as well. Now, I think a big part, too, of IWU's success last night was they got one of Briarcliff's best three-point shooters in foul trouble, where she had to sit the rest of the third quarter and halfway through the fourth quarter. I think that's the only way IWU beats Dordt tonight, is they have to get all of Dordt's best players in foul trouble, or at least get a lot of their forwards in foul trouble, and protect the three-point line, playing tight man-to-man defense, very similar to what they achieved against Freed Hardman on Saturday night. So it's going to be a really, really interesting matchup. That is going to be for sure. And then I wanted to show you real quick. I did refigure. Actually, I had my brother refigure my records in all of the rounds just so we have accurate numbers, because my math is not my strongest subject. So looking at the updated statistics now, in the third round, which was the Sweet 16, I truly was 6-2. So it's a good thing I had him double check that. I was pretty sure I was 6-2 in the Sweet 16 round, but again, I had him double check that. And then in the Elite 8 round, I went 3-1. I thought I went 4-3, so I'm glad that he double checked that. So I went 6-2 in the Sweet 16, 3-1 in the Elite 8, and in the Final Four, I went 2-0 as I accurately predicted Dort and Briarcliff, or excuse me, accurately predicted Dort winning in their Final Four matchup. I did not have them playing Bethel of Tennessee. That's the only difference there. But still, I accurately predicted Dort winning their Final Four game, and I accurately predicted Indiana Wesleyan defeating Briarcliff in the Final Four round. So I'm a perfect 2-0 in the Final Four round. And prior to the championship game, I am 42-20. And so for my very first year of doing this, I actually have not done that bad at all. I mean, 42-20, that's not great, but it's still not too terribly bad. But in terms of, I mean, if you figure up my records just from the Sweet 16 round until now, you'd figure up you'd have 9-3. You have me now. Yeah, you would have me at. I shouldn't say you would have me, but I am 11-3 in my predictions in the national tournament just since the Sweet 16 round. So just with the final site games alone beginning this past Friday, I am 11-3 just in the games played at the final site in Sioux City, Iowa. So that is just absolutely amazing. And this is my very, very first year doing this. So to be 11-3 in all of the games so far at the final championship site, that's just absolutely amazing, and definitely is something that I did not expect to have happen. But overall, let me turn that back around. I have my paper upside down, so I apologize for that. But so yeah, that's an updated view of my tournament bracket, and I'll be giving you a final look at my bracket, giving you my final totals coming your way tomorrow, as well as recapping the national championship game. Both of those things will be happening tomorrow. So if you did enjoy this video, please either like it or leave me a comment down below, or also you can subscribe to my channel. Any one of those options helps me out greatly, and I truly, truly appreciate any feedback that you provide me. Thanks so much again for watching this video. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week, and God bless.